Da 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 da. Da 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 da. The neighborhood feud took a turn for the best as Susan decided to put it to rest. She threw out the bottles of water and tea and joined a new circle to help her be free. No more of the thieving or acting the fool. She followed the kinder and steadier rule. Her hands became steady, her scissors stayed true. The half-finished haircut was finally through. She volunteered down at the library hall with books lined up neatly against every wall. She sat with the migrants from faraway lands with patience and kindness and hard-working hands. She taught them the vowels, the A and the B, to help them find homes in the land of the free. She turned over leaves that were golden and bright, a beacon of change in the middle of night. But Helen sat back with the skeptical scowl and threw in the social work library towel. It's a waste of your effort, she said with a huff. I've had quite enough of this helping note stuff. If people were driven and weren't so slow, they'd have learned all the words that they needed to know. It's laziness, surely, that keeps them in check, she said with a chip on her shoulder and neck. They should have just learned it before they arrived, if they really intended to grow and to thrive. She paced through her kitchen, her logic so cold, dismissing the stories that needed to be told. But Karen stepped in with a look of surprise, with a much softer light in her stubborn old eyes. Oh, Helen, you're wrong, Karen said with a start. For once, Susan's using her head and her heart. If everyone speaks in the very same tongue, the songs of the world can be finally sung. We'll understand orders at grocery stores and open up brand new and neighborly doors. If we all know the language, the world is more clear. There's less of the shouting and less of the fear. I'm happy for Susan, she's doing her part to give this old neighborhood a brand new start. You want a strange day in the life of the pair, with Karen being the one who was willing to care. She saw the big picture, the peace and the flow of helping the neighbor to flourish and grow, while Helen just grumbled about waste your time and looked for a reason to find a new crime. But the library stayed as a quiet retreat, away from the noise of the cynical street. Susan felt proud of the work she had done. In the blue of the afternoon library sun, she traded the beer for a book and a chair, and finally learned how to handle the hair. The moral is simple, as clear as a bell. Sometimes the nitwit can turn out quite well, and even if Helen is stuck in her way, the world keeps on turning, learning each day.